Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of Before the 90 Day Fiance, Before the 90 Days, season, I don't know, episode late as hell. Yes, this is late. Y'all gonna be getting this literally. Okay, but think about it like this. You're getting this late, but you're getting 90 Day the other way very early. Yay. Why was it late? It just is, you know. So, you know. Anyway, I do have an announcement to make. Do you see my beautiful box? Now I know you're wondering, what's all of that stuff? Well, I'll tell you what it is. Hold on, I'm trying to. If you all don't know, I make homemade, handmade, beautifully crafted, custom jewelry. Not custom as in you gonna get your name on it, but you know, one-of-a-kind pieces. Something like this. Ooh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Or maybe you want, oh my gosh, maybe you want, I should have untangled these before I came out, huh? God damn it. Hold on. Or maybe you want something like this. Or maybe you really want to spice it up with something so beautiful, so lovely, something so tangled. Something like this. Yes, 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 yes. Look at this. Look at this. I've made all of these, okay? All of these beautiful things that you see are on my website right now. As I'm speaking to you and trying to conspicuously untangle this jewelry. It's all on my website. Now, I know you're wondering, damn, bitch, do you have any, I know you're wondering, damn, bitch, do you have any earrings? Well, I do. You can see, I'm giving you everything that you need and more. These are my favorite. I love these. I love them so much that I might take them for myself. I won't. I'll just make myself a pair. So you don't have the only kind in the world because I've made some for me. Oh, beautiful, pretty. It's called Oral by Candid Looks. And you, yes, you, can get 10% off of your entire purchase if you use code word spooky, okay? And that ends October 14th. So go ahead and get that, okay? Yeah. Did you see all of them? Did I show you all of them? I showed you, yeah, you can get this one as well. Yay. Okay, let's get to what we need to get to. Caesar. I feel like I just talked about Caesar. Didn't I just talk about Caesar? Didn't I? Anyway, he leaving. He feels terrible. He all alone. He's not ready to have anybody in his life tell him that they told him so. And you know, his vision was having kids with Maria, you know, having a house, a car, and going grocery shopping. All the fun things that you do as a couple. None of those things sound fun except the car and the house. And on your budget? Anyway, I'm sorry, that was me. He says that maybe if he had enough money that she would have came, you know. He's fake crying in the car. I was watching Pillow Talk. I don't know why, but it came up on YouTube. And they said that he had a blonde hair on him. Who was that blonde hair from? He says that he's going to go to the Ukraine to re-spark their relationship. But how can you go to the Ukraine when she's not even going to tell you where she lives? Anyway, that's it. So, oh, we're going to run through this quick because I'm about to do the other way, literally right after this. So we see Rebecca and Ziad. And Rebecca wants to believe that Ziad is nothing like her ex, and this is her last chance at marriage for some reason. So they're going to see his sister so he can talk to his sister and let his sister know that Rebecca is not a horrible person, okay? He says that he wants to buy something for his sister, so he asks Rebecca for money. This is not helping your case of you having a job. So he says, I need about 300 dinar. And she like, okay. And she give it to him. And he like, no, about 500. She like, why do you need so much money? He says, for something. And she like, okay, it's fine. And she walks away. So we see the sister and Ziad. They are going to buy Rebecca a wedding ring. Or he's going to buy Rebecca a wedding ring. And his sister is like, how you get this money? And he said, I got it from Rebecca. And she like, I knew your ass wasn't ready for marriage. How are you buying her engagement ring with her own money? She had to give you a credit card. She ain't even give you the cash. She gave you a credit card. Bro. His sister is like, you don't feel bad about, leaving your family? And he says, it's hard and whatever, but I love Rebecca and I know that we'll have a good life. So he goes back to Rebecca and Rebecca's like, why did you need so much money? And she says, it looks like you just needed me for money and you don't really care about me and blah, blah, blah. And she says that she feels like she doesn't know him at all. He's like, well, if Rebecca can't trust me, then I'm not going to ask her to marry me. And it's crazy because if you're not going to ask Rebecca to marry you, are you going to then take the ring back and give her her money back? Because it's like, you going to say, oh, I'm not going to marry you, and then take her money and then go do what you need to do. The audacity. This man ain't got no job. Because the audacity for you to sit up here and ask this woman for money for you to buy her something is completely and utterly, what's the word? Offensive. Okay. So, moving on. Oh my gosh. Moving on, we're gonna, oh gosh, I have a lot. Angela, easy, quick, easy. Angela and Michael sitting by the pool. Angela wants to know if her not being able to have a child is going to be a deal breaker. GD well is going to be a deal breaker. She tells Michael to tell her the truth if it's really going to be a deal breaker. But Michael says, no, baby, no. And obviously it's not. She says, so if I let you go have a baby with somebody else, would you do it? He doesn't say no. That makes Angela know that he would. And he's like, well, if you let me, I'd do it. And she like, whatever. So they decide to go to a fertility clinic. Okay, because she wants to know about the status of her eggs. Her last menstrual cycle was 7 months ago. So she's literally like, it's not like she's still having. Anyway, the lady get her up on the table. The doctor get her up on the table. The doctor told her that her uterus was beautiful, great, so she can tote it, as she says. But she does not have any egg in the right ovary. Then she goes to the left ovary and she has one egg. And they're like, yeah. Well, Angela's like, yeah, I got an egg. And the doctor is like, girl, that egg could possibly not take, and then you ain't got no more eggs. So, I mean, and Angela thinks that the only thing that she can do is to ask her daughter, not the one in jail, the other one, to if she can have her egg, because she wants the baby to come from her bloodline. That's it. So moving on, we see Benjamin. He is going from Fidel's apartment to his Airbnb. Somebody gonna have to pay me my 2 or 3 days that I wasted not being there because y'all wanted to send me through this rigmarole. Anyway, he hopes that now he can get some time alone with Akini so he can get to know her before he proposes. So Akini comes over and she says that she's very proud of him for getting the approval, but the next step is the bride price. She's going to stay there with him, and her mother knows that she's there, but her father doesn't know. Her father thinks that she's on a safari. So he has the Airbnb. It has 2 beds in the bedroom, but he tells Akini that he's going to sleep on the couch so he can push away temptation. Akini is like, what you mean temptation? Like, what you talking about? It's 2 beds in there. Like, what you mean? He says, I don't want to just, tempt myself and end up, doing something, because we both agreed that we'd wait to have sex. Akini says, a man has never told me that he wants to wait to have sex. And when I was watching Pillow Talk, they was like, isn't she a virgin? And I'm like, do virgins say stuff like that? Like, do virgins say a man has never told me he wanted to have sex? Or he didn't want to have sex? Because that don't sound like virgins speak to me. Anyway, she's like, okay, so if I walk out in my towel, you will have a little bit of temptation. And she's like, I won't let you touch the forbidden fruit. I won't let you stick your hand in the cookie jar. So he looking all sweaty, as he always does. So anyway, they go to a safari. They look at the animals. He talks about his son. She says, what would you introduce me as? He says, I would introduce you as, my wife, aka his stepmother. And she says, I kind of want to be just, like a friend. And he's like, this is really concerning to me because, I'm looking for a stepmama. And anyway, boom, boom, ba boom, boom. She just wants to know that Grayson will like her. And she says, never dealt with a child. I've never been around children. I'm not a mother. I don't know what it is to be a mother. Anyway, so they go to the restaurant. He orders a Fanta. She orders a margarita. So they drinking. He is turned off by the fact that she's ordered a margarita because she said that she doesn't drink often. Well, because she had 1 margarita, this means that she drinks often. But she was loosey-goosey off that margarita. And he didn't find this appealing because what if Grayson had been there and he's only a child? Can we get to you proposing to her first before you sit up here and say, does she drunk while Grayson is in the damn house? Y'all, she ain't even in America yet. She ain't even got a ring on her damn finger. You don't even know if you got enough money to pay for the bride price. What are you talking about? Anyway, so she wants another drink. He's like, I don't think we need another drink. We need another drink. Anyway, he says that, this really turned him off because she is in a fun drunk, and it's very disappointing to see her like this. And he's not happy. I feel like, girl, if you trying to find somebody who is different from your father, you haven't hit the jackpot, because homeboy is, if you want somebody to give you some freedom, homeboy ain't gonna give you no freedom. So anyway, yeah, moving on. I've run through this like a, I was going to say like a bitch, but I'm not going to say that. Anyway, I think I got 2 more people to talk about. So if y'all came here to get the in-depth review, I ain't got it in me. So I'm really sorry about that. Oh, damn. Do I got to talk about fucking her? Terry. Look, Terry is like, it was a continuation of the last episode, but Omar and Avery were able to get Terry to come back into the restaurant. Terry says, okay, you know what? I'm not really feeling this. And I know that this is a happy day for y'all, so I'm gonna go on and head back to the hotel, get packed, go to the airport, and y'all can do whatever y'all need to do. So Terry leaves. Terry says that she just wants her to be safe. Omar says his region is safe, and I want her to be near me. Terry says that, well, she's glad that she met him, and that Avery married him, and she has a new son, and blah blah blah. And so, they apparently do what married couples do on their wedding night. And Avery says that she has a 2019 Ferrari self-drive push to start. Anyway, so they going around, they shopping. Omar always holds his head over here when he's talking or when he's with Avery in that damn cutscene. He's always over here. Avery is right here, and he always over here. You can't even see me. That's how far his head be leaning. His head be all the way down here. Anyway, she says, what if when I get to, I was about to say Siberia. What if when I get to Syria, you know, you out with your friends, you chilling, and I ain't got nothing to do? He says, no, we'll all hang out together. She says, you know, I mean, what if they don't like me because I'm wild, I'm loud, you know, I like to dance in the street. He's like, I don't want you dancing in the street. She like, all I do is just move my hands and fingers. And he like, nah, I don't want you doing all of that. And she said, so when we go back to America, am I able to do it? He's like, no, he doesn't like that. He says in the confessional with her that since he's the husband, he has to tell her what's right and what's wrong. And since he's the husband, when they argue, she should be quiet. And she says she's never quiet and she doesn't think that she will be quiet. And he just I'm sorry, but okay. He looked like he might do a little slapping. Honestly, truly. He looks like he might do a little bit of slapping. So, that's all I'm going to say. Avery, keep a knife around. Because he looks like he does just a tad bit of slapping. And that don't sit right with me. Anyway, that's the end of their story. You see how I ran through that? Anyway, let's talk about... You know, we always save Darcy and Tom for last. Tim, oh, that's their name. That's a couple name. Jim. Jennifer and Jim. Jennifer. God damn it. Jennifer and Tim. Jennifer or Jim. Anyway. Well, they ain't a couple for long. I'm sorry. That's me. Apparently they didn't do the do. Okay. Last night but they didn't do it. They didn't do it because he was all in his head. You know, he was thinking about it over and over again. And he was picturing, you know, he was just doing some stuff and he couldn't. So they decided to turn over and go to sleep. I was like, you couldn't have done nothing else. You couldn't have. I don't know. I mean, you wanted to turn over and go to sleep. You couldn't have. I can't raise my eyebrows. You know what I'm trying to say. You couldn't have. Patty cake, baker's man. I don't know. You could have. Anyway. Jennifer looked like she tired of this shit. Okay. Tim says that this is the first lady that he's felt something with since his ex-girlfriend. And he's interested in something more than sex. But he doesn't want to scare her off. Jennifer says that, look, I get it and everything, but we need to feel the moment, okay? You don't need to be all sitting up in here talking about all the stuff that you wish had happened because I'm trying to get some dick, okay? I'm sorry I had to put it like that, but I'm trying to get some D, okay? So Jennifer says that she tried and it's not working and she just needs a stronger man. So Tim says that he can tell that he let her down with the non-sexualness. So, and he can feel the tension between them. So they go on this like journey thing and she's showing him around. He got a little bit of an attitude. They pass by the parrots. They pass by the geese. Was those geese? They pass by the geese and then she wants to do the swing. He doesn't want to do the swing because he's not a fan of heights. She's like, oh, stop being a puss. Come do the swing with me. He like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. She's like, cause you're not a man, you're a puss. Come on. And he's like, no. He says that he feels disrespected because she knows that he doesn't like heights. And she shouldn't have even asked him. She's like, I'm trying to do things for you. I'm trying to make you feel cool. And you just sitting up here acting like an ass. And it's pissing me off. And ever since you came here, you had the Grinch face. And I'm like, so does he remind you of the Grinch? Sorry. Anyway. So he says that he's starting to feel annoyed with her saying that he isn't manly enough. And she says she's not the type of woman who begs a man to be with her. And Tim says he doesn't want to go through all of this and then bring her to the United States, and then it ends in a divorce. And she leaves. She's like, okay, I'm done. I'll just do it by myself. Not the swing, because she couldn't do the swing by herself. But she'll just experience all of this by herself. So he goes to talk to her, and she says that she's getting bored with him. It's not the same person that she met online. And she doesn't know if she wants to keep seeing him. She says that he doesn't seem like a happy person, and she isn't looking for that. He says that we don't always have to be outside, and we can do normal couple things. And she said, oh, normal couple things, like when I was trying to do the normal couple thing last night and you wasn't trying to do it. And he says that he's really, really tired of feeling emasculated by her. And she says that he looks so unattractive that she can't even look at him. I don't think that they're gonna be together. Okay, I know that that's, you know, I don't really think that they're gonna be together all like that, because they don't really seem like they you know, are happy with one another, should I say. They don't really seem like they're happy with one another. Okay, so yeah, that's the end of their story. Let's move on to, last but not least, our good sis Darcy. Darcy, Tom, and Stacy and Florian are going out to the club. Darcy is still angry about Tom saying that he would have proposed. And so we see Darcy and Stacy, they doing their normal competing with one another. Stacy is like, ooh, my man. Ooh, my man. Stacy is a bitch, okay? I don't understand how nobody understands that Stacy is a fucking bitch. Stacy does this stuff and Darcy gets too damn drunk, or maybe Darcy's a lightweight and she shouldn't be drinking because she don't know how to handle a liquor. She don't know how to handle a liquor, okay? She need to stop drinking so much. Anyway, Tom and his ugly ass get involved, like, why you being so mean to Stacy? And it's just like, we don't see this back and forth with Stacy, or so it's just Darcy. Florian is the only one who sat up here. I meant to do this side. Florian is the only one who sat up here and was cool, you know, with Darcy. Darcy went to the bathroom, had a napkin stuck to the bottom of her shoe. It was just a lot. Okay, it was a lot going on. A lot. And Tom says that Darcy is getting jealous and acting childish. And we all see that Stacy knows how to push Darcy's buttons. So Stacy and Tom are outside, and Tom is like, I don't think I deserve to be in this situation. I don't know how to do a British accent, excuse me. And Darcy and Florian come back. Stacy says, well, you know, Darcy just needs love. Darcy says, don't say I need love. Don't make me look desperate. And Florian is like, bro, we all need love, okay? You know, you love him, he love you, I love her, she love me. And Darcy's like, I don't know if he loves me. I don't know if he does. And Tom is like, why don't you think I love you? And she's like, I just don't think that I'm good enough for you. And he's like, I'm not going to get on my knees and say that I love you. And I'm like, okay. That's how it ended. But it's just really like nobody sees the way that Stacy acts. I know Darcy got all the issues in the world. But if Darcy got 100 issues, Stacy got 103. Okay? She's a bitch. She knows how to push that woman's buttons when she all woozy and drunk, and make her feel like a piece of shit because it makes Stacy feel better. Okay? Anyway, I'm done with this. I'll be right back with my 90 Day the Other Way video. So if you all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Everything else you need to know about me will be down. Everything else you need to know about me will be down below. My name is Brielle. I make beats. I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Bye.